everybody, I'm Stefan. Welcome back to another lesson in my Level 3 Technique and Performance book within the Beginner Piano course for solo learners. In this video, we're going to learn Mozart's Menuet in A major, K.15i. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and if you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up. Also, I offer online piano lessons. If you're looking for one, there's going to be information below. And if you'd like to get this Level 3 Technique and Performance book, links will be below too. This lovely minuet is from the London sketchbook, like most of the other similar minuets, and this one is in A major, so it goes really well with the chapter in the lesson book which introduces the key of A major. So it gives you a reinforcement in the key of A major, not just scale passages, but we have chords, we have triplets, and we have octaves as well, and some very subtle ornaments. Let's have a look. The tempo mark is allegretto, so fast, but not too much, fast-ish, I usually call it. And we're in A major, so 3 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. Don't forget those 3 sharps. And of course, it's always very useful to play an A major scale before you play the piece, just to really tune into the key of A major. The time signature, since it's a menuet, is 3/4, so 3 quarter note or crotchet beats in every bar. 1, 2, 3. And when you have those eighth notes or quavers, you need to count 1 and 2 and 3. But when we have those triplets, it's easier to count 1, 2, 3 because the 3 triplets need to squeeze into one beat. So let's start with the first section, the first 8 bars. Left hand is quite easy. We start in this A position, octaves, 1, 2. Now the quarter notes can be detached or you can play them legato. It's your stylistic choice, but a detached playing is more appropriate for these longer notes. And you can see some slurs which are editorial in the piece. So it's really up to you how you articulate the shorter phrases, but that gives you a good starting point. So 1, 2, rest. 1, 2, rest. 1, 2, rest. 1 and 2 and 3. So this last bar is basically an A major arpeggio, but starting an octave higher down, C sharp, E, A. So a lovely lateral movement, T-dum-bum-bum-bum, lift. And then in bar 5 we have 2 rests, a quarter note and an eighth note. So we come 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. So the last one, C sharp, is going to finish on B, and then G sharp, A, and jumping down E, B, E, which is the dominant. It's an E major chord in the key of A major. The right hand in itself is not too hard, but it's very, very jumpy. So you'll need to very quickly reposition your hand, and that's what creates the problem when you're trying to play it faster, that you slip off the note or you can't find the note very quickly. We start with this A major chord, A, C sharp, E, 1, 2, 4, because we need number 5 for the A. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So these 3 notes, the A, G sharp, F sharp, needs to fit into one beat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And that's our rhythm. So very important that the 3 notes, you don't play them longer than they are supposed to be. Now the jump here is quite hard because you go from 1, 2, 4 to 5, then back to 1, 2, 4, and then number 3 on the F sharp, and then 1, 2 for a big jump to an inverted A major chord, E, A, C sharp, and then 5 on the D, A, E, lift. So practicing these jumps, memorizing muscle memory is going to help with the performance. The next bar, bar 5, has these lovely octaves. So we start with F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, A. So a lovely movement, and lift and land on the A as the main note. So 1 and 2, 3. 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. So 5 on the E, 1, 2, 3, and here we have a little ornament, C sharp going to B, so very quickly, and landing on that dotted half note B, hands together. So this is where it gets a little bit tricky because it's almost like a conversation, a dialogue between the two hands because they complete each other. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3. Now quietly, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. And see, I detached all of these quarter notes. You don't have to, but it gives you a nicer, more classical sound. Let's go on to the second section, which is a bit harder, as you can tell from the right hand. The left hand starts with a little chromatic passage, so playing every note in order. So we have E, then D sharp number 3, D natural and C sharp, going down chromatically. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 1, 2, octave, 3 and A, E, A, finishing on the tonic chord, the A major chord. Now be careful, those 3 eighths, they're not triplets. That's a finger number 3. The way you know it is because the rest is in front of it, so it adds up to 3 beats exactly. So really practicing this chromatic and making sure the rests are observed, so you come on the and. The right hand is quite tricky because we have these octaves. First we have them as regular eighths or quavers, and the second time we have them as triplets. So let's see. We have an E, F sharp, G sharp, and then A, E, and a little trill, F sharp, E. We can do just 2 turns maybe, or you could do a longer one if you want to. It doesn't really matter as long as you trill on that note. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and that's the end of that phrase. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and the second one is going to be a double note on the top, so we need to do 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, and then the same ending. So 1, 5, 4, 1, 5, 4, 1, 5, 4. And that's the second repetition. So first time it's just regular quavers, second time it's triplets, and be very gentle with these trills. Again, rounded hands, rounded fingers, and playing from the fingertips. And then bar 13, the lovely octaves come back. 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, a trill, and a hands together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and it's quite tricky here because this left hand A comes in on the and. 1 and 2 and 3 and. So really important to count it out because the A needs to come on the and. And then we have the triplets. And then 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and ba 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 ba. A. Again, dynamics, you can add a little bit more if you want or slightly less. Some of these are editorial just to make it a little bit more lively, but that's how it comes together. I hope you'll enjoy this little piece by Mozart. They are always deceptive because they look very simple, but when you actually try to play them, it's not quite so easy because the patterns are not always predictable. And as I said, there's quite a lot of jumping and you need to have a very, very clear understanding or be able to distinguish between regular eighths or quavers and triplets. Start very slowly, use a metronome, especially for this piece, and if you are comfortable with the tempo and the rhythm, then you can leave the metronome and make it more musical from within.